Hello and welcome to Light Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us with a Wuben L3 is a 21700 high output easy carry light. You'll find this retailing on Amazon USA and WubenLight.com for $49.99. Currently, this is 20% off at the making of the video, bringing the price down to a nice $39.90. Gotta love that. Definitely have some paid links down below. Check it out if you love this flashlight. Support the channel. You guys rock. Now, the L3 just came out. Pretty awesome flashlight. Let's check out the box. Wuben L3. I like my Wuben flashlights. I think I started out with the C3 when that came out. It was a great flashlight, 18650. I think those were around 30 bucks. I think they still sell it too. So for this being 40, I'm pretty impressed. So here's our output, 3000 on turbo. Max distance on turbo, 226 meters. We have an 18 watt max output power, so this acts as a power bank as well. And I'll demo that in this video. Illustration of the light. ECL, easy carry light. They're very passionate about that. Not a flashlight, easy carry light, though it's technically a flashlight. Got some warnings on that side. Got some bullet points here. Okay, that's all pretty straightforward, except for this box here, if you care. Some people spot that stuff. 4 minutes on high, 37.5 hours on SOS mode. I don't know why they did it that way, but yeah, that's weird. But there you go. If you look here, you'll see where those numbers come from. On high, 1500 lumens for 4 minutes, and SOS has the time of 37.5 hours. Why they wouldn't say max run time of 120 hours on Moon, I don't know. I think they misprinted it. I think they wanted to do that. That's what I would have done. I would have put some oddball number there. But anyway, let's zoom that in. There you go. You can see what's going on. All in a nutshell right there. I like that. So if I miss anything, boom, right there. No messing around. Contents, contact information, 5-year warranty, thing of beauty. Okay, that's going off to the side. Let's see what we get in the box. Start to show the L3. We're going to zoom this on down because, yeah, it's overkill to be that high up. But I had to for the box. Yeah, the box. Everybody likes to see the box. Anyway, get some O-rings. Yay, always cool. Charging cable, so it's a C to C. I like that. Futuristic. Good to see future happening now, right? Wuben carry lanyard. Now, if you're not going to get a holster, we'll just give you a carry lanyard. I'm okay with that. And then we have the directions. So I'm just going to bring that over. It's kind of like a roadmap style. I'm going to come in from the top here, and then we're going to go start from over on this end and work our way across. So there you go, Wuben L3 for posterity in case you lose your manual. You got it here in this video. Package contents, which I just showed you. They do show the battery there, which is a 4800 milliamp hour, 21700 protected button top. There's some components to the flashlight, which will cover all that. Pretty basic. Okay, we got operation modes, and there you go. Just all visual. Boom, freeze frame that. So charging, discharging. So yeah, the neat thing about this is it fast charges input. So look at that, 9 volts, 2 amps. That's what I noticed. So it only takes 100 minutes to charge your flashlight from empty to full. That's some serious charging input. Then you got output of 18 watts. Again, pretty serious output, 18 watts. It's not bad for a flashlight. So there you go. You got a battery reminder. So you got a red, blue LED. It flashes from 90 to 40%, which I'm not a fan of. It should start flashing at like 50%, but that's just me. But you're not really looking at that light. It's just kind of there. Okay, there's the same stuff that was on the box, pretty much. The parameters, some waterproofness. In case I missed that. IP68, nice. 2 meters underwater for 1 hour. Hey, that's pretty good. There's the battery, like I mentioned. They're using for those values. And over here, we got warnings, read, obey, stay safe. Operation modes. Okay, we're going to cover this, but in case I'm showing you don't understand, well, you got the directions right here, so hopefully you'll make something of it. We got maintenance. We got some FAQs. You can pause if you want to. All right. Warranty policy. And we are done with this thing, right? Yeah, we're done. And contact them. All right, cool. So we'll just set that off to the side there. Let's get rid of this little stuff and talk about the flashlight. The L3, it's awesome. Okay, zoom it on down. Let's go over dimensions. So we have the measurements. We have 5 and 7/16 of an inch, or 138 millimeters in length. Nice. Head diameter is the same as the tail. We have 1 1/8 of an inch, or 29 millimeters. Both sides there. Nice. Weight of this flashlight with the battery is 176 grams. So it's fairly heavy, but not too bad. Feels comfortable and well balanced in the hand. Doesn't feel like it's odd. And of course the tail stands. Yeah. Beautiful thing. Love that. Guess I forgot to mention that. Those are little things people want to know about. Does the tail stand? It does. So yeah, let's do a size comparison. I always like doing these. So let's bring this back up for the size comparison. Oh yeah. Wuben. I like Wuben products, man. They got some cool ones. Very innovative. Now this is, the L3 is like the C3. I like the C3. It was 18650 model. They still sell it, I think. And that was one of my first Wuben flashlights I reviewed. And yeah, this L3 is really impressive. Really happy with it. So let's go ahead and bring out, say, a pen light. So this is like a typical 2 AAA deal. I think this is running a 10880 in it. So give you an idea what's going on. But there we go. And then we got a 18650 flat top. There you go. And then we have a 21700 flat top. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is interesting to note that this flashlight will work with an unprotected flat top in a pinch. Now I say in a pinch because they recommend using the battery that comes with it. And of course, protected button top is very safe. That's what I'd recommend you use. But if you're stuck with dead batteries and nothing else to use, this will work if you need to in an emergency. And of course, what else do I have? I have an 18650. This is a ThruNite TC15 version 3 high output guy, just for size comparison. And if you want to see another bigger flashlight, 21700, I have the Sofern. This one's cool. I've been carrying this one for a while. The IF23 Pro. So that gives you an idea for size. That Pro is a pretty beefy flashlight as well, but it's kind of an odd design. But I did like it for a while, and I found myself wanting to carry something a little different because I don't use these side lights at all. There you go. So here we are. All right, so Wuben L3. Let's get down to the feature set, and then I will do some demoing of it. Rock on. Okay, we're zooming on down some more. All right, so let's talk about it. Going to the front, we have a glass lens with anti-reflective coatings, as you can see there. It's got purplish coatings. Smooth reflector, kind of a shallow design, so it gives us a defined spot and some decent spill. The spill is more moderate. I wouldn't say it's heavy, but it's there and it's useful. So there you go. LED down on the bottom is a luminous SST70 in cool white. I did notice the yellow-green tint on low modes. You might see it in some of the pictures that I show you, but that wasn't too bad. We started ramping it up to medium, high, and turbo. It kind of disappears and gets more white. It's probably typical with most LEDs this caliber. Give you a nice idea there. Again, cost savings. All right, great. So the body is your typical aluminum alloy, and it has a hard anodized finish to it. Cool. What I like about this flashlight is the charge port. If you notice, there's no rubber jacket. I hate flashlights with rubber jackets. Rubber jacket. Hate it. I really hate that. Rubber jacket. They fall off, they break, they get in the way, they snag. This thing, guess where it has it? Right here. So it says close, open. Well, what are we closing and opening? This threaded thing right here on the light. So we'll just go ahead. It's like a protective sleeve. And it's threaded. So let's unscrew it. That's a beautiful thing. Man, when I first saw this, I'm like, oh no, it's one of those lights where you can't change the battery. Because typically on lights like this, you can't. Like on ThruNite does that, which is annoying. But this light, the battery comes out the bottom. So there's your charge port right there. Pretty awesome. So input charge, 5 volts, 2 amps input. As you saw, it has 9 volts, 2 amps input, which I saw on mine. So I was getting 18 watt charge on this thing, which is just amazingly fast. Neat to see that. And then it has the 12 volts, 1.5 amp input. Just amazing that it has that capability. And then the output, this is cool. We're going to do it right now. Demo it. Yeah. So you got your phone right here. And you need to charge it up in emergency. Take your cable, C to C, and just plug it in. I think it'll just automatically turn on. Let me just try to remember if that's how it works. Don't worry, I'll get the colors right here in a second. There we go, charging. Awesome. So it should give us a status. There we are. Our flashlight turned blue. We are in charge mode. And of course, the phone is showing it is charging. Bring it to the camera. There you go. Very cool. And you can see we are connected. Awesome. Unplug that and get our colors back with the famous Iron Man. Iron Man. Yeah. There you go for size comparison, deck of cards. So yeah, I like that. It's a really neat setup that they have that's guarded. So let's go ahead and close that back down. It's neat. Demoing that. Beefy clip here. Now this is just your standard, it's not really quite a deep carry. You got this spot above here, but it's a nice clip. It seems robust there enough. Wuben L3 printed right there. Battery indicator showing you where the battery goes in and the polarity, of course. Positive forward. If you don't know that by now, maybe you shouldn't own flashlights, but for this is somebody's first flashlight, maybe they got to know that. Here on the back is a lanyard hook point, and a rubber tail switch, and of course, you know, a sticking tail stand. I like that. Tail standing. Awesome. Let's get rid of Iron Man for now. So yeah, we're going to open up the back so you can see the battery, which is painted on the camera, but we're going to do it anyway. Just to show you the flat top works in here. So we'll take that off. You got a spring here on the back, and then the battery they give us is nice. We get a 4800 milliamp hour. Again, 21700 protected button top. There's our button top. Now there's no USB-C jack. Sometimes there is. This one does not have that, which is okay by me because the flashlight does a great job. Like I said, in a pinch, you can take your flat top. Here's the 21700 Molly cell flat top. Now there's a spring on the inside there. That's why I thought, ooh, this might work. And it does. Like I said, in a pinch, this will work. Now it does move a little bit in there. Just a little tiny bit, I think, when you're fully tightened. Yeah, just a little tiny bit, but it still works. So let me show you. There, we turned it on. Tail. And then I think your turbo. There's your turbo. Oh, gets a little hot. Hot in the hand. But yeah, it's showing us the battery status there. We turn it on. It's flashing. Probably because I was doing the power bank thing. Okay, cool. But that's working on the flat top right now. That is nice. Click turn it off. Okay. I'll show you how that tail switch works, and then we'll go and show you outside video and in the garage pictures I took of this in action so you can get an idea of what it's capable of. Put that battery back in. So we're going to put the stock battery back in. A little tighter because it's a longer battery, of course. Protected 21700 button tops are the longest in the industry. All right, I'll bring that back in. All right, great. So operation is very simple. Tail switch. It has 2 clicks. So it's momentary to last mode used, last normal mode. So you have your moon, low, medium, high. That's your normal modes. And it remembers that. So remember low here. So this is low. Okay. And I'm just single pressing. Now you can hear it. It's subtle, but there's a click to it. So I'm not quite a fan. I like the idea of being completely silent, but this one has a click to it. Okay, so turn it on. You just press all the way in. Okay, now it's on. And then you can switch the light brightnesses by just tapping, like half pressing or single pressing. Instead of all the way down, just half press. So we're just going to half press that. Go through the modes. If you notice, it goes from low to high and high to low as I cycle it. And if here's on high, turn the light off. Now momentary, I have momentary high now. So there you go. Very simple. Now from on or off, if you double press, you access strobe. If you can't handle strobe or flashing lights, turn away. So I'm going to access strobe right now by double press. There we go. Then let go. So it's strobing right now. So if it's on, the flashlight's on, double press. Double quick press, excuse me. So I keep forgetting to do. There we are. Getting a little warm in the hand. If you triple press from off or on, it takes you to SOS. So SOS is 150 lumens, kind of a low, but you have your SOS mode if you need that. If you're in an emergency. Okay, turn it off. Now, when the flashlight's on, cycle it down. Let's cycle it to, like I said, it's moon right there. You can go right to turbo by press and hold on that half click. So now we're on turbo. Let go, goes back to moon. Again, just press it, half pressing, so the light doesn't turn off. And if I press in and then press again and let go, light goes out. So that's simple. All right. Had to show. I mean, it's a simple tail switch. There's no electronic lockout, so they're trying to say the guarded tail is protecting you. So that it does actually, because it's not probably going to turn on in your pocket unless you're jamming it with a bunch of stuff. If you're nervous about that, just turn the tail a little bit and do a mechanical lockout. That's all you can really do at that point, or try to find a holster that works for you. But otherwise, you do have a guarded tail, which will probably prevent it from turning on inadvertently. So, and it won't go turbo in your pocket, which is good. All right, so let's go head to the garage where I took pictures of the L3 in action, and then we'll go outside where we demo this up to 100 meters. Okay, let's head to the garage. Here I am in the garage, 15 feet away from the garage door. Lights on turbo. It's crazy high. It's too much light for this room. 3,000 lumens. They didn't put any run times for this, so I'd expect just to use it ever so slightly. Don't just run it too long. I noticed, though, that you can run it for more than 30 seconds and it's still staying on turbo, so pretty amazing. Total throw is 226 meters in this mode. Now we're going to high. It's 1,500 lumens for 4 minutes. Then it throttles down to 1,100 lumens and runs the remainder of the battery out in 2.5 hours. That's pretty decent if you need some high output and you're searching for something. Now we're going to medium, probably the mode you use a lot when you're outdoors. This is 500 lumens. Expect total runtime of 6 hours, and that's a good amount of time at this light setting. This is probably the one I'd use mostly for walking. Now we're on low, a good task light setting. This is 150 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 20.25 hours. Plenty of time to get a lot done. 150 lumens, good setting. And now, of course, the Moon mode. This is 5 lumens. Expect a runtime of 120 hours. I recommend using Moon in small areas or when you need to conserve the battery. Emergency situation where you're not sure if the lights are going to come on tomorrow or the next day, just use the low mode if possible. Your eyes will adjust, and 5 lumens will be enough to see where you're walking. Okay, let's go outside where I took video of this light in action. This is going to be distances of anywhere from 30 feet up to 100 meters. Let's go check that out. Okay, I'm outside with the Wuben L3. I'm going to go to turbo, 3,000 lumens, a throw of 226 meters. Expect a lot of flood. Archway 30 feet. Tree behind it is 50 feet. Tree to the left there is 40 feet. Downrange between the two trees, you can just see it. And there's a 100-foot tree. And going downrange, the stop sign is 100 meters. And in person, I can see the gazebo at 100 meters, though the video is not going to pick that up. I'm aimed directly on it. There's some 2 pine trees next to it I can just make out. Okay, back to the tree over here at 40 feet. Tree at 50, tree at 100. Still on turbo, getting a little warm. And of course, our archway there. Going down to the stop sign, and 100 meters and bringing it back. Now if we look, we can see, we get a bit of spill, kind of a ring. You guys can see the ring there. There's a wide, ultra wide spill, ending with a ring on the end of it. Very cool. So pretty impressive light with that spill and the throw. Yeah, not bad at all. It's just lights up the area, and that's what you want when you're walking and searching for something. And yeah, just a good awareness light. So let's look at the bench here. We got Iron Man. We're going to do a quick demo. Go through the modes real quick and do an RFI report, because I'm a radio channel. I like to tell people if this creates any RFI or not, and do final thoughts. Let's go turn these lights off real quick. Okay, so we're on low. I'm going to aim it down at Iron Man here. You can see the ring I was talking about in the video, a little mini video. It's hard to show that on camera, but here you can see it. It's got a ring there. Coming in, and there's a defined spot. That's the nice thing about using standard reflectors, is you get this nice spill. And that's important. Get a nice area. All right, I'm going to aim at the ceiling. I'm going to go through the modes. So we are Moon. There's low. There's medium. There's high. And if I press and hold, turbo. Now you have to keep pressing and holding to keep turbo activated. You can't just let go and stay on turbo. So to let go, it should go back to high. Now we're on high. If I hit it, it'll start going down. Medium, low, and then Moon, and then going back up again. And back turbo. Yeah, it's a thing of beauty. All right, so let's go down to Moon. There we are. Let's bring out a radio, do the RFI check real quick. I have a C crane.
Because if you look at how he started, yeah, he finished with 40. But his first 13 points of the game right at the rim or off the fast break. I know his first bucket, Shea hit him with a dime and just got him right to the rim for a dunk. And then, I think it was a turnover. And the Pacers, those 7 turnovers in the first quarter, part of the ramifications of that wasn't just the points that was scored then. It was that it got J-Dub going. Because also some of them turnovers, he got out, got another dunk. He got, Hartenstein hit him with a pretty pass for a dunk. And then he started, in the second quarter, he came out, he was finishing those shots, and then he started drawing the foul off of it. It wasn't until he had 13 points on the board that...
We're done. You get an idea for that. The RFI wasn't too bad. It was mainly on medium, I noticed. Moderate. The other ones, hardly any. Let's go ahead and bring this up. So it makes a great flashlight for radio use. So definitely approved for radio. Awesome. Skywave 2, using it as an RFI detector. Yeah. Works out well. AM band. And turn that off. There we go. Wuben. Rock on. I did mention IP68 Waterproof, 1 meter drop resistance. Nice. Can't forget about those things. I'm just trying to think of anything else I can mention real quick, and we'll go over final thoughts here. So remembers last mode, which is a really good thing as mode memory. So let's go ahead and go over my final thoughts, what I like, what I dislike, and then recommendation. So likes, low cost, guarded tail switch, very important. USB fast charging, I like that, the in and out. So you have your power bank function to charge your phone, 18 watts output, and of course you have the 18 watt input as well to charge the battery. Holy smokes. I mean, this battery could probably handle it. I'm not sure of the stock battery. I guess it should. This one can handle it. This is a bad boy. But hopefully this does as well. It does have protected circuits, so just in case it'd be protected, which I like. So it has the protected button top included with it. Awesome. I like the battery status LED. Okay, it's always good to have that. I mean, it is nice to have that. And now it's solid. Okay, cool. Got better. It's sad. It's a good thing. What else? Robust design. It's a very durable looking flashlight, and it feels durable. I haven't drop tested it, so there's that. I like to keep my flashlights as nice as possible for as long as possible. But I feel that it could hold up to a lot of abuse. If you want it to be your Mule, definitely nice. Usable step modes. Enjoy that. What else do I like about it? Oh, the fact that it can run these flat tops. I mean, hello. That's a pretty important thing. Put this in there, and you're rocking. I mean, what else can you say about that? Liking it. Let's see, what else? Minimal RFI, for radio use. Fantastic. What I dislike and want on this flashlight? Well, I wish it had a silent momentary. I mean, yeah, it makes a noise. Probably most people aren't going to hear that at like a 5-foot distance. So if you're thinking tactical use is ruined, no, I don't think so. I don't think. I mean, if your hand's over it, well, that might make it more louder. Yeah, I just don't think you're going to hear it at 5 feet. So, it's just me anyway. But I'd like to have a silent momentary, and most people would. So, a tactical group would be nice. So you'd have turbo all the time on the tail. That would be nice, and then make a easier to access strobe. I mean, strobe right now is pretty easy, but tactical group would be nice. Having turbo on that tail. That's something I would like. Electronic lockout, tap it 4 times. Electronic lockout, I mean, it's a no-brainer. They should have that on here, I think. I don't know why they don't, but they don't. So overall, what's going on, Todderbert? What do you think? It gets a recommended buy at $39.99. That sale price is fantastic. At $50, there's a little bit too much competition. I mean, this starts to look kind of nice. I mean, this is 5,000 lumens, which this is a real beast. I mean, when I'm walking with this thing, I feel like I can see everybody and everything coming at me. So I do like that. But there's just a ton of competition at $50. I don't know if we'll see this light sit at $50 territory. I think it'll always be on sale. That's just me personally. It gets a recommended buy all day long at that price point. You can't beat it for what you get. It gets the job done. Definitely the L3. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like if you did. 2, if you like Wuben products and you want to see more, hit subscribe to the bell icon, get notified. And of course, if you want to support the channel, hit the pay link section down below. Amazon mainly is where I get most of my support from, but WubenLight.com, you can check them out as well if you want to order direct from the company. And we have that there as well for you guys in the comments section. So you can get to that. And of course, 3, comment down below. What do you think about the Wuben L3? Do you like Wuben products in general? Do you like this setup? Do you like the step modes? Would you like a ramping mode? I didn't mention that, but would that be something you'd like on a flashlight like this? How do you like the output charge? Is that something you would use? I like that. I think it's like a mini power bank too. I mean, it's like a survival light. That's what they should call it. I mean, when you start doing stuff like that, definitely. All right, let me know in the comments what you think. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.